the Chavez Slovakia situation, what really happened? Me cheating wasn't the reason why we broke up. It was orchestrated by one single person, me. I can't even begin to think of what this dude still has to say about this situation.
You cheated on your ex, and you took it out on your friends, and you lied, and keeping it real sometimes hurts people's feelings.
What's up, guys? I just came on here to make this video because I just feel like there's a lot going on that I'm not okay with. BlastphamousHD decided to make a video promoting his website and then bringing up some shit that happened a long ass time ago, for one. But then two, it's like, why would you need to say any of the things that you said? Like, it's just a bunch of extra shit that had nothing to do with the fight that they had. We're all basically no longer friends because he cheated on his girlfriend. It broke up all of our friendships because he cheated. That is why we're not friends. It feels really weird that he's going after Chavez still, and it's like, it's been a long ass time. I honestly feel like there's jealousy there. Like, I feel like he's jealous. I've known Maurice for 13, 14 years, and that's a pretty long time to know someone. Like, I knew him before the whole, like, YouTube thing. I say that to say, you guys only see what you see on YouTube, and you guys only see what we as YouTubers want you to see, because we have the power to edit things out. Like, I could do a bunch of shit right now, just edit that shit out and you guys won't know because it's gone. Like, I took it out. You might have a friend that's not even famous, and maybe they're on like Facebook or Instagram and they're always stunting and shit, and you like, nigga, you don't live like that, like the fuck? It's the same thing. So, me being friends with him for 14 years, I see all the shit that y'all don't see. You know, when you're friends with someone, you let a lot of shit slide because they're your friends. He thinks he was used in his friendship by Chavez, and that's not the case. Nobody used him. Like, none of us used him. I met him through one of my other female friends, and we became friends because he was older than us. He could already buy alcohol for us because he was of age and we were all like underage, right? So like, we couldn't get alcohol. And then I became really good friends with his ex. Now, me and his ex are best friends, and I'm not talking about Dr. Girlfriend. I'm talking about his ex that he had way before her. I think that may have been like his first like long relationship or something like that. And yeah, me and her became like best friends. So we're still best friends. Like, right, like that is my best friend still, like right now. It's just, it's so weird because, like I said, like, we've known him forever, and it's like the stories that you tell, like there's some stories about her and I'm like, that never happened, or it never happened like that. And it's like, what? Like, we know you, so it's weird. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm best friends with your ex, and I see some of the story times that you've made about her, and I'm like, nah, nigga, that's not. But, you know, we let it slide or whatever. So since we've known each other for so long, I've seen him, like, you know, when he didn't have a place to stay and when he didn't have a job or money or food. Like, me and my family helped him out a lot too. So it's like, fuck, how are you gonna treat me like shit? And, you know, I was there for you, like, before you started doing all this YouTube shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people just fucking get a little bit of fame, a little bit of money, and they start acting like like assholes. When he needed rides to work, when he needed a ride home, like I'll literally drive him around when he would ask for a few bucks, like to catch the bus or whatever the fuck. You know, I was there. I remember he didn't have anything to eat, and like my mom was like, yo, he can come over and come eat, which was super fucking surprising to me because my mom was like one of those people, like she did not like people over the house. So he was invited to come eat. I just noticed like his stories were just kind of like, I'm like, wow, that's crazy, no way. But then like, that's when you're getting it from one side, you know what I'm saying? You're like, oh my god, wow, like, you know what I'm saying? And then you slowly start becoming friends with the people that he's telling you stories about. And then you're like, wait, because then they tell a story and you're like, wait, I remember he told me the story. That's not what happened, or that's not how he said it. So now I'm confused. Like, you know what I mean? You know, when it happens like more than once and it's like this person, that person, that person, and they keep like telling you a different story, and it's like, wait a minute. Now, if all their stories are different, like nobody's story's not gonna match up, like what the fuck? I know that he's doing this because he's being petty and he feels hurt that him and Josh are not friends anymore, and he's losing all of his real friends. You can't treat people that were there for you and were not using you and were legitimate friends to you like shit. Like you literally had three. How many people have 3 good friends? You had 3 good friends that were not using you, that were legitimate friends. 3. I have 1 best friend. 1. You had 3 that were there for you, and you fucked it up. You fucked them over. I'm also doing this too because there's a lot of people that are on my page and they're asking why I don't do videos with certain people anymore. Still, I don't know why you guys are still asking that. But I made a video before and I kind of didn't say anybody's name, even though a lot of people knew who I was talking about. And I did that just because I don't know why I guess in a way, even though I was making a video about it, I was still trying to protect them. And it's like, for why? Like, not them, but him. It's like, for why? Because, like, nigga don't give a fuck about you. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, why was I trying to protect? I don't know. Like, the way that he would, like, talk to his friends started changing. Like, it'd still be, like, kind of a joke, but, like, kind of like, oh, you know, like he would talk like he's the big shot, and like, you know, it's kind of like, yo bro, we still your friends, like why the fuck are you talking to me like that? And me being the person that I am, like literally, I'm the type of person, I do pop off. Like if you keep coming at me, I will pop off. But I'm usually, especially if I feel like we're friends, it doesn't mean that I'm scared of you, and I feel like a lot of times like he felt like, oh, maybe like I can, you know, I can do this to her because she's not gonna say anything. I didn't want to say anything, even though he was saying shit to me that would like piss him off more, or like, you know, like start a bigger fight. So I would just kind of just be like, okay, and just sit there and be quiet. Or like if he'd say something to me that was kind of rude, I'd just be like, oh, okay. Which is not good, because I'm not standing up for myself, I'm just letting him do that. But I just didn't want a bigger fight. I'm not gonna monetize this video, so it's just gonna be just there. So for me, this is why we're no longer friends. And I'm saying that now. We are no longer friends. When the whole Chavez thing happened, I was just friends, right? And I'm just there. I'll come in every now and then. If they're doing a video, like, I've never really was like, oh, let me do a video with you guys, even though I wanted to start my YouTube. I think only one time I asked him, and that was my first prank video with him. That was the only time that I asked, but like it wasn't like he shouted me out or anything. I just fucking said, "Oh, this is BlastphamousHD," like, you know, only that one time. After that, I kind of like, cause I'm doing YouTube, right? And I was like, I'll just like, that was my thought. I was like, I'll just do it like on my own. I'll build my own channel, and I didn't ask him for any help to build my channel. I mean, I asked him for help, but not help like with subscribers. I asked him for help like, hey, how do I like make thumbnails? How do I like, you know, do this or that? Like behind the scenes shit, right? I wasn't like, yo, shout me out and shit like that. I think it was like the bath bomb video. I was in that one, and you know, no shout out, and that's fine. I wasn't asking for one, but like I'm just saying, like there's no shout out, so I'm not using you for anything. But I did like a follow up to that because he had asked, he told me, he was like, yo, I'll pay you if you put bath bombs in your mouth or whatever, and I did it. So that's where that bath bomb video came from. The Not My Hands challenge that is on my page right now, and I keep it up there. It has him on it, and I'm not going to sit up here and act like it didn't get a lot of views because that had nothing to do with him, because it did, and I'm gonna keep it up there. The fuck? Shit made me. Shit, I worked really hard. That is my favorite video. Not because of him, but that's my favorite video because it was an idea that I thought of. I mean, I didn't think of it. There's other people that do it, but you know what I mean. Like, that was my idea for that video, and that was my video, and I was super excited to do it, and I got all the shit, and I was like, this is gonna be fun. Like, this is what I want to do. But I had asked Chavez and Randy to be in the video with me, and I was like, hey, let's do this together. I did not ask for Maurice to be in the video. I did not. So we started shooting the video in the kitchen, and I'm just explaining this so it's not like, oh, but you got him in the video or whatever, like, you know, if anybody comes and says anything. I didn't ask him to be in the video. I literally did not ask him to be in the video. So we're shooting in the kitchen, and we're getting everything ready, and we start doing some of the scenes, and then Maurice comes in, and he's like, yo, what are you guys doing? And I was like, I'm shooting a video for my channel. And he's like, well, what is this video? And I'm like, it's Not My Hands. So basically, you know, we're gonna be each other's hands. And he was like, oh shit, that's fucking cool. Like, I want to do it. And so he just inserted himself into the video, which is fine, because, you know, we're all like fun here. I didn't care. But then he cut like he kind of started taking over a little bit, and I'm like, this is my video. And I'm like, bruh, I'm like, okay. But like, I didn't want to say anything, but I'm like, this is my video for my channel. We did a noodle challenge too. A noodle challenge. I'm trying to remember all I wasn't in that many videos, so forgive me if I forget. He came in, he was like, we're gonna do one for my channel, and then I'll like shout you out, and then you just put yours up. And like, he's basically like, I'm gonna put mine up first, and then you put yours up after. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, alright. Like, he kind of just took over, and I'm like, okay, I guess we'll do that. So yeah, when we were doing that, super awkward. I don't know if you guys can tell, like, from the video.
Let's do this. Hurry up, Randy. Mount me. Let's do this. I don't want to do it.
If I look awkward. I mean, I'm laughing, and I'm like, oh, you like, because I'm going with the video, and I know that's, like, I don't know, like, I'm going with it in the video, but it's super awkward. Like, that, filming with him was awkward. Everybody else was fine. And this, like, basically just put me in a really bad situation, too, because I really like Dr. Girlfriend, and I would never try to, like, do anything with Maurice. Especially with his ex being my best friend. That'd be fucking weird. Like, who the fuck, why would I do anything with my best friend's ex? Like, you know what I mean? So, that already. But also, at that point, we'd had already became friends. Like, Dr. Girlfriend was also a friend. So it's like, why would I do anything with, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're all friends. But to him, he doesn't care. So he's like doing extra shit to make her jealous, I felt. but it's making me uncomfortable. And then I didn't want to say anything because I'm like, well, we're doing the video and also it's really awkward. And then I didn't want to call him out in front of everyone because it'd be weird. I remember that he had left and he went to like Cali or whatever. It was just me, Chavez, and Randy. I had brought food because they were all editing or whatever. They were still doing videos or whatever while he was in California. And I had brought food over and we're all hanging out. And Chavez is like, yo, you know he likes you, right? And I'm like, who? And he's like, Maurice. And I'm like,
Gross. Really gross.
I don't want to, like, even though, like, you know, we're calling him out right now, I'm not going to just talk shit about the nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? But, nicely put, I don't find him attractive. He just, he's not my type. I'm sure, like, he not cute to me, he's not cute to me, but he's not, I just don't find him attractive. God, I feel like I'm being an asshole. Oh my god, I don't find him attractive. I could just leave it at that and be a nice person and just say I don't find him attractive. Okay, but then I have to, I'm so sorry, but I have to. Like, I don't understand how any of them find him attractive. Like, his girlfriends, they be so cute. They be bad bitches. What do you like about this nigga? I'm being an asshole now. Oh my god, I didn't need to say that. I could just edit that out. I could edit that out. And nobody would know that I said it. Well, I just want to know. I'm so sorry. Why am I apologizing? Like, I don't want to roast the nigga, but like, I just want to know why. Like, what, like, what, like, I'm not saying like I'm the baddest bitch in the world, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying like, even though I ain't the baddest bitch, like, even like, okay, let's say like, let's say, I wasn't best friends, with his ex, and I wasn't cool with Dr. Girlfriend, and he was like, yo, you know what I'm saying, let's, you know what I mean, ew. Ew. Yeah, Dr. Girlfriend, if you do see this, I don't want that nigga. I never did, never have, never will, no. I'm surprised you wanted the nigga. No offense to you, no shade to you. I'm just surprised. You're so beautiful. And he's not. Damn, I just roasted the nigga for like 10 minutes. Like, she was super cool. He did not deserve her. And to be honest, he did not deserve any of the long-term relationships that he had. Like, I'm just gonna keep it real. He did not. Like, my best friend, he did not deserve her. He did not. He cheated on her all the fucking time. Like, before Dr. Girlfriend. Ew, what the fuck is with me? Nigga, get off. The fuck? Before Dr. Girlfriend, he dated my best friend, right? For a long ass time. Cheated on her all the fucking time. Cheated on her. Other things that it's not my place to say. He's just not a good person. And some of the stuff that he did, if I was there, I definitely can tell you I wouldn't be quiet no more. We're just gonna leave it at that. I mean, you cheated on her and you didn't deserve her. She was like a really good person. She still is, which is why she's married now and not to you. And I know that hurts you because you still miss her. You miss all your girlfriends. Dr. Girlfriend, you didn't deserve her. She was such a good person for you and you cheated on her. The whole thing happened with him and Chavez, because he cheated or whatever. After that, he had hit me up and he's like, yo, would you like to come edit? And I was like, word? Like, how much niggas is making and shit? And he's like, basically telling me that he's gonna pay me half of what the other guys are making. Which is fine because I had just started and I didn't know how to edit like that. But like I learned pretty quickly and I started doing shit, right? And so it's like, okay, cool, now I'm editing all this shit. Like after a while, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, can I get like, because he's paying me half of what he's paying them, right? So it's like, if you're gonna pay me half, and now neither of them, because he had Randy and Chavez editing his videos, right? He's paying them both. I think he's paying them the same amount. But then I come in and he's paying me half of what he was paying them. And both of them leave. So now I'm doing both of their jobs now because they're gone. So now I'm the only editor, right? At some point, now that I've learned how to do all this stuff, like, can I get like a full pay that you're paying one of them? No. You know what he does? He cuts my pay in half. He cuts the half in half. What the fuck? Let's say like some place wants you to come up and move from where you are to hire you. Like they're usually going to offer you something better than what you're making already or what you're already receiving. A couple months. It wasn't that long. But I learned everything super quick. When I got there to edit with him, Randy was there and I was like, "What the fuck you doing here?" And he was like, "I'm going to show you how to edit everything." And he's like, "I just want to show you this." Now, I don't know what the fuck happened with them because Randy did not want to talk to me about it, and that's understandable. He doesn't have to talk to me about that. But something happened, and he was no longer editing for him either. And I don't know what the fuck happened. And so right there, I was like, "Oh fuck this! I don't know if I want this." And he was basically like, I mean, just do it till you're not doing it anymore. Randy showed me how to like edit everything, kind of. And I say kind of because whatever the fuck they were going through, Randy was supposed to be showing me, I think it was supposed to be for 2 weeks, he was supposed to train me. And that nigga said, peace, after like a couple days. And I was like, well shit, now I gotta learn the rest of this shit. So now I'm editing for him by myself. I'm just there. And he starts giving me videos to edit or whatever, and I'm doing a pretty good job. And he tells me, basically you're going to be editing these videos or whatever, and I'm going to work from this time to this time. He gave me a time of me to fucking work. This time to this motherfucking time is when I'm going to be fucking working, and that is it. These are your fucking hours. I'm your boss. This your hours. My hours went from this to motherfucking this to this and this. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I'm literally like, I have no time for myself. Oh my god. We're supposed to start editing, right? We have a schedule, right? He shoots the fucking videos. Should have had his videos shot from the day before, but he doesn't. Because he's doing fucked up shit. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but he ain't doing no shit that he's supposed to be doing. He ain't fucking working. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bruh? I fucking get there. I'm like, alright, cool. Let's fucking edit this shit. Get there, no fucking vids. I'm like, okay, this is cutting into my time because I want to have time to do shit when I get off from here, right? Because I'm treating this like a job. Like, I understand he's my friend, right? He's my friend and I'm working for my friend, but I'm treating it professionally, right? Because I'm like, I have shit that I want to do after this. I want to leave here. Maybe I want to go get some dick. 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 I can't get no dick because I'm here with you, editing your shit. So I'm in there, right? And I'm like, I'm walking around the house because, he just left the door open so you can just walk in or whatever. And I'm like, I walk in, I go to the computer, there's no videos there, and I'm like, where the fuck are the videos? So then, I didn't want to go upstairs and disturb King Julius. I'll just call him. I'm downstairs. I call, he doesn't answer the phone, and I'm like, okay. So I text him, I'm like, yo, I'm downstairs, where's the vids? And then he tells me to come upstairs. He finally responds. He's like, come upstairs. And I'm like, okay. And I go upstairs. Like, I understand that we're friends, right? And so it's like kind of like, oh, whatever. But like, I feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's different because we're friends. I don't know. But I just felt like, you're my boss now, so put some pants on, nigga. But anyway, nigga's upstairs in his boxes or whatever. And he's like, yo, I didn't really feel like editing today, so you just have to come back later. he didn't shoot the videos. So then now I have to wait for him to shoot them. I had called him. I don't remember what the fuck it was about. I don't remember. But I called him while he was editing, and I guess while he was making a video, and I guess he was pissed off about that. I'm pretty sure it was something important, because I'm not just going to call you for no fucking reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? It had to be something important. And he started going off on me on the phone. And I just, like, took it because he's my boss now. I remember editing that part out because I had to edit all, because he was recording. And so, like, when I got there, I had to edit the fucking, it was so fucking embarrassing. I had to edit out the fight and shit. Or not the fight, but him yelling at me. There was a lot of me editing out certain jokes that he would make. I just feel like maybe that joke shouldn't be told and it's a little inappropriate. And he's like, well, I tell inappropriate jokes. And I was like, I know. But I just felt like that one in particular,
Child endangerment,
was inappropriate. But I'll put it back. And I put it back. I don't remember what the fuck it was. Probably one of the ones nigga got struck for. Shit. Cause you know, I seen the YouTube videos, but I didn't know how much editing went through on his part. Like all the shit that Josh and Randy must have edited out to protect this nigga. Cause oh my god, this nigga would make jokes. Inappropriate ass jokes. I'd edit them bitches out. He was trying to be like edgy and make these jokes, and I'm like, no, that's not funny. That's Jill. I do a lot of editing out, like, shit to fucking make sure this nigga don't fucking get in trouble and shit. Why would you think to say that? That's not even a joke. That's not funny. Ugh, oh my god. He would do things sometimes, and I'd be, like, uncomfortable. You can tell when someone is uncomfortable, right? Like, he's done, like things as a joke, and I'm like, bruh, can you stop? Like, not just the thing with the doctor girlfriend and shit, like, in the fucking kitchen with the moo-moo on that video, but, like, other shit. Like, and I'm just like, bruh, like, stop. So I was also editing during the time where D&B Nation had their whole, like, I guess scandal or whatever the fuck was going on. I don't know what the fuck was going on with them. I guess they were scamming niggas. Or they was like telling people how to be YouTubers or some shit. I don't fucking know. It was some shit like that. So I don't know if they had some shit going on, but I just remember him getting super upset because there was a video. He wanted me to upload older videos on his second channel, which is now his main channel. He wanted me to upload the older videos to that. And he was like, I don't feel like going through naming the shit, so just copy and paste from the other ones. And I'm like, okay. He didn't tell me what to upload and what not to upload. He said, go through this fucking file, upload from here. Old videos. Put them to my second channel. These videos here, in this file, upload here. I fucking do that, right? I'm doing this, okay? And he fucking comes down a day later and he's like, why'd you upload that? And I'm like, why'd I upload what? And he's like, why'd you upload that D&B Nation video? Because you said to upload all the videos from this to here. And that's what I did. Like, I took that and I did. You told me to do this, so I did that. I did what you told me. You told me to do this, so I did that. And now you're mad. What the fuck? You know what I mean? So I'm like, what did I do? And he's like, well, for one, okay, mind you, he told me to copy and paste whatever the fucking video name was from before, right? And use that for the same name for the second video, right? So basically, it's two videos, same name, different channel, right? He's like, well, for one, me and D&B Nation just fucking made up. And you're uploading this video. I'm guessing it must have been like something that maybe they had like a beef over. And I'm like, oh. Well, shit, nigga, it was in the fucking file. You told me to fucking upload the shit, so I uploaded the shit. How am I supposed to know? I don't fucking follow y'all niggas shit like that. Like, I don't fucking know who you beefing with. You beef with everybody. God damn. Especially at that time, he was, good lord, he was, fuck, it's like whenever somebody made a fucking video, he had to say some shit. Like, damn, just leave it alone. You don't have to say everything. Like, just fucking leave him alone. And especially when it's a small channel. Like, fuck. It's a small channel. You don't have to say anything. Nobody's gonna see it. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna see this video. Only you guys are gonna see this video. Nobody else is gonna see it. He's like, why would you upload that? Like, whatever. We made up and now it's gonna look like I'm starting some shit again. And I'm like, oh, well, nigga, you didn't tell me. And then he's like, on top of that, you spelled the shit wrong. it was B and D Nation instead of D and B Nation. And I was like, okay. I was like, I just copied and pasted what you told me to copy and paste, so I copied and pasted from the other video and I put it there. And he's like, so you're telling me, oh my god, he got so fucking pissed. He's like, so you're telling me, and like I'm sitting in the chair, right, like in the editing chair, and he's like standing over me, and he's like, so you're telling me that I am stupid? And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, so you're telling me, I'm trying to do his voice, so you're telling me that I'm stupid? And I'm like, I literally don't know what the fuck you mean. Like, what are you talking about right now? And he's like, so you're telling me that I misspelled my own video and put it out there to the world so my subscribers can think that I'm a fucking idiot? And I'm like, no. He like does that little thing where he's like walking back and forth and shit, and he's like getting super irritated. And mind you, at this time, this is when he started like smoking like weed or whatever. I think the weed made him super paranoid, and he was like, because he left for a while and he started thinking about it, and he came back and he's like, okay, you spelled it wrong. And I was like, I didn't, I just copied and pasted it. And I was like, but it's fine, I'll just change it, I'll take it off. And he's like, no, that's not the point. That's not the fucking point. You spelled it wrong, and now all of my subscribers are going to think that I'm a fucking idiot, that I'm stupid because of something that you did. And he's literally yelling at me, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And I'm like, calm down. And he's like, don't fucking tell me to calm down. You're trying to sit up here and make me look like a fucking idiot in front of all of my subscribers so they think I'm stupid? And I'm like, first off, it's not even that big of a deal to me. It's not even that big of a deal. Like, B and D Nation, D and B Nation, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, you can just change it, it's fine. Like, and we can, obviously you don't want this video up anyways, I'm gonna just take the video down. And then, I'm like, bro, I literally copied and pasted from your other videos. And I tried to show him, and then he was like, no, I'll fucking do it. I'll take it down myself. And I'm like, okay. So this nigga is yelling at me, bro, like fucking yelling at me. I personally don't think that weed is like some crazy fucking drug, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think it's not for everyone. I think it makes some people paranoid. Yeah, he just started getting in my face, and he's like, basically like just telling me, like, he just keeps saying, like, you're trying to fucking make me look bad in front of my subscribers. You're making me look like I'm stupid. They're gonna think I'm an idiot. And I'm like, bruh, nobody's gonna think that. I'm like, okay, nigga, like, calm down. And I'm like, I didn't say that, because I'm still being professional, but I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, bruh, we don't calm the fuck down. He walks away again, and then he comes back, and he's yelling at me still, in my fucking face. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this nigga is mad in my face, fucking being super fucking aggressive. Like, super aggressive. Like, he's yelling at me, cussing at me, spitting on me because he's yelling. And he's mad aggressive. Like, I was super uncomfortable because I was like, what the fuck's gonna happen right now? Like, but like, I stayed calm because I just kept seeing it as, I know this is my friend. So like the part where I was like, this is my friend, and he's yelling at me, like, that part would be like, nigga, who the fuck do you think you talk to? But I was like, you're still at work and he's still paying you, and this is a professional, supposed to be a professional environment, and you know, you're working for this nigga, so you need to be professional still. So I just turned to him, because, you know, he's over me or whatever, and I'm just like, well, I just want to let you know that I apologize. This is exactly how I was talking to him, because he's fucking yelling at me, and I was trying to defuse the situation, and it was super uncomfortable. So I was like, I apologize for uploading the video. I did not know. I thought that you just wanted me to upload everything from that file, but I apologize. I should have asked. Ew, why was I being so fucking, like, this nigga was fucking yelling at me, it was his fault. Why was I apologizing like that? Ugh. Anyway, my dumb ass, fucking, I apologize for what I did, to piss you off, even though it was your fault. I apologize, and I apologize for spelling it wrong, and I will take it down. I think that, this is, getting a little bit, out of hand, and I think maybe you should go upstairs and maybe, you know, just kind of relax a little bit, and I'll take care of everything down here.
Oh boy.
He walks away again, and he like goes upstairs for a little bit, and I continue editing, and then he comes back downstairs, and I guess like me being super calm and nice about the situation versus like I feel like he wanted me to like go off on him, and since I didn't do that, I think like that like triggered something and made him like pissed off, and so he comes downstairs and he's like, mind you, I've been uncomfortable this whole time because he's like yelling at me and shit, and I'm like, what the fuck, why are you yelling at me? So like I'm uncomfortable, but I'm just continuing to work. So he comes downstairs and he's like, I just want you to know that I feel uncomfortable with what happened. So I'm like, oh, okay, he's uncomfortable with how he handled things. Cool, great. You know what I'm saying? Be an adult about it. Thank God, thank you. And no, he is like, I feel uncomfortable with you being here. I just feel like this is an uncomfortable situation for me to be in. And I'm like, oh, this nigga is fucking flipping it on me, making it seem like because I was uncomfortable that he was yelling at me, and now he is uncomfortable and he feels like I shouldn't be there because I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable. What the fuck? That makes no sense. I just confused myself just now, so I know y'all confused. Bro, what the fuck? I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, I just think that you should leave, just for today, and maybe, you know, just go ahead and go home, so that you can relax and calm down, and I'm like, what? I'm like, I wasn't fucking yelling, you were. Just pack up your stuff and then just go home, and I was like, oh shit, I'm fucking fired. This nigga about to fucking fire me, bro. This nigga firing me, bro. This nigga firing me. Before he fired me though, because I was talking about like he cut my pay in half. Like he was already paying me half of what he was paying Josh and Randy to edit videos, right? He was already paying me half. And then he cut my half in half. He cut my pay in half. And so I was making less. Mind you, he wanted me to quit my job. You're not paying me more, so I'm not going to quit. And then you cut my pay. So I'm definitely not quitting now. When he cut my pay, he's basically telling me like, oh, because the YouTube is like, you know, I'm not making that much money on the ads, so I can't afford that. But then this nigga goes and buys another motherfucking car, and he puts fucking lights on that shit. Like he got it like all like fucking tricked out and shit. Like he fucking added like extra shit to the car, and I'm like, I know that shit costs mad money. Like, so you basically cut my pay so that you can go and fucking add some fucking lights to your shit and buy a new car that you can't afford. Like then he had like this girl there. I'm not gonna say her name. You guys may or not remember who she is, but anyway, I did not like this girl. I did not. But like, it's not my place to say anything because he's my friend and also my boss now. So like, it's not my place to say anything. But like, I'm just like I just did not like her attitude. She was very like stank, and just like honestly, I felt like she was using him for money. She was using him for money, but I feel like he knew that. And she was really, really pretty though. So I feel like maybe he was like, well damn, fuck it, I'm gonna just pay her. Yeah, because I don't think she was very attracted to him at all. I don't. I think she just was attracted to the money. And you know what? That is one thing about Dr. Girlfriend that I noticed when she was around. she did not give a fuck about how much money this nigga made. Like, he really had a good girl, bro, and he fucked it up. Like, she literally paid for all of her shit all the time. Like, all of her shit she paid for. And that's fucking smart. Because now you don't have a nigga coming to you being like, I fucking did this for you. I did that. That's why he be going to the fucking college campus and shit. Getting them young girls. You know what I'm saying? The ones that are like dumb. Still virgins. A little weird, but okay. Old ass nigga hanging out at fucking colleges and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, where am I going with this? Oh, you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying. Old ass nigga, what are you doing at the college? You don't go to college. Why are you there? Why? Why are you hanging out on campus? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I just made this video because I just, like, I know, like, all this shit is, like, super old or whatever. That's why I'm not going to monetize this video. So I'm not making anything from it. I'm also securing a loss of friendship with this video. So definitely we ain't gonna be friends after this. This nigga was doing a lot of shit, right? Like, while I was editing and stuff, that I'm the one editing the videos, right? And I started feeling uncomfortable, and I was like, there's some things that I'm not okay with. Like, you know, I edit out some of the inappropriate jokes.
Child endangerment!
Mind you, this is after him and Dante had squashed their beef, right? The whole D&B Nation thing had happened, right? He's supposed to be friends with them, right? Like, he's cool with them. He's on the phone with Damien, right? And I think they were supposed to be coming out to Vegas or something, or maybe they were in Vegas. I don't fucking know. They're on the phone talking, right? And it was during their scandal, where they had got hacked and all that shit. You know, all that shit happened. I thought they were cool, because they're talking on the phone, and they had squashed their beef. But then, this nigga is like, really wanting to do a video, like, exposing them. And I'm like, but y'all are supposed to be cool, like, what the fuck? And then, he's on the phone with Damien, and I guess they were talking shit, because this was, like, back when, like, Dante was doing the D&B Nation videos, right? Like, exposing them, right? So, they're talking about Dante on the phone. This nigga is like, you know what you should do, Damien? Strike his ass. Strike his ass and get his channel deleted. Get his channel deleted. I'm like, I thought you were cool with fucking Dante. You trying to get this nigga's channel deleted. Like literally, his thing is, if he feels like you're a threat to him, he no longer wants you around. He no longer, that's just not just his friends. It's people. Like, he wants to be the top channel. Oh, Dante, this nigga's doing good. Let's get this nigga out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dante. Go follow Dante. Then, like, this nigga fucking trying to get his channel deleted and shit. And I'm like, he's a smaller channel and you're trying to go after him. Like, I don't understand. And he's like, strike his shit. Strike him. I'll strike him too. What? Why? Why would you do that? He's making videos like everybody else does. You make exposing videos. I'm making one right now. Then just make videos. Like, why would you do that? I don't understand. He does not give two fladuddly hucks about his subscribers, about his fans. He does not. Like, he does not care about any of them. He may talk. He only cares about money. That's all he cares about. He does not care about the fans.
I will 100% guarantee I read your comment if you super chat me.
If he could make money without you guys, he'd do that. He'd 100% do that. Like, he does not care. He's literally said he does not care about the fans. Which sucks because y'all the ones that make him who he is. Like, he had made a video and, like, basically called him out for his live stream or whatever about lying and, like, basically using stories to get views or whatever. So he was using the fact that he got pulled over by the cop and the cop tried to shoot him, and he was using the live stream like, hey guys, like, send me super chats and I'll shout you out or whatever, or send me super chats and stuff like that, so that I can read your comments. Like, why would you ask for donations. Like, you keep asking niggas for donations and shit, and he's like, oh, because I can't pay for this or whatever. You can afford it. You can. You can afford these things. This nigga don't wash his own dishes. He doesn't wash his own clothes. He doesn't clean his own house. He doesn't do any of his own chores around his house. Like, it's not on some maid shit. He has his mom come over and do that shit. Like, you a grown ass nigga and you got your mom coming over to clean up your house. So after that, right, we were still kind of like cool. Like, after he fired me or whatever, we were still kind of cool. Not super cool, but like, you know, we talked a little bit. And the Vegas shooting happened, and that is for October 1st. You guys can Google it or whatever. I don't want to go into like super details about it, but I happened to be there because I was doing Lyft for the event, and it was I don't even know if I can say, can I say that? It was a mass, so it wasn't pretty, it wasn't anything to, nobody was thinking, oh, let me pull my phone out and record this shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was trying to get the fuck up out of there because niggas was shooting and niggas was dying. So, yeah, I'm like, I'm not trying to be like super hostile, but it was like pissing me off just like how he handled things. So basically, this nigga went to the hospital and recorded.
Out on the news.
Yeah.
Sure.
Apparently, the shit's just gonna keep getting worse in this country, huh? It doesn't seem like it's getting better.
I mean,
What's going on?
Hey, what are you doing?
You
What's
know?
going on in the world?
Yeah. You can't even walk outside your house. You can't go to a mall. You can't go to a show.
The malls.
Yeah.
Right, all that.
To make a video. Like, he wasn't there. He literally heard about it on the news, fucking went down there. I was there. So I called him about it, and I'm like, hey, like, I didn't know how to approach it, but it bothered me that he did that, and I was there, you know what I'm saying? So he goes, like, I talked to him about it, and I mentioned it, and he basically said, it was just nothing but a bunch of white people there anyway, so, like, ain't no niggas there, and I'm like, I was there. And he was like, oh shit, for reals? And like, he didn't really give a fuck. He was just like, oh, what? Like it was cool. And then like, did you get footage? Nigga, no, I wasn't there to record. The fuck? I was there getting shot at. Like, what do you fucking mean? It's just stuff like that. It's like, you went to go record some shit happening that was super serious so that you can make money off of it. Like, is money that fucking important? At some point, you gotta have a limit to where you're gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be profiting off of everything. I just spit everywhere. That's so gross. Most of the time, if he does a story time,
I just want to say I'm not calling him a liar. I'm just saying he's embellishing his story a little bit to get people on here to give him donation.
there's just so many stories. It's like, bro, you be telling these stories and shit, and this shit don't even be happening, bro. Fighting at this place or that place, or stabbed here, shooting there. Like, okay, whatever happened before Vegas, I don't know, but whatever happens in Vegas, the nigga talking about where some shit is going down. Nigga, no. Vegas is small. Like, it's really small. Like, people think it's big. It's not big. It's literally, if you fly into fucking Vegas, you know what I'm saying? And you fucking swoop down and you see that shit, that's all of Vegas. That's it. Right there. All the fucking lights and shit, that's it. That's Vegas. It's fucking small. So if some shit is going down, it's gonna be on the news. But, like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? We're not a crew anymore. We're all crewless. You know what I'm saying? But we're still, in my opinion, I don't know, I can't speak for them, but on my side, I'm cool with everyone except Maurice. I just need to defend Josh and Skitten because I know he's bringing up like this old shit or whatever, but like, I mean, there's just so much like bad, and people don't understand and realize that like people on YouTube known you since you've been on YouTube, and they only know what you allowed to be put in the video. For all you know, this nigga could have been butt fucking donkeys. You don't know. You only see what the fuck the nigga allowed you to see. Definitely, there's a lot that people don't know about him. He's not a good person. I mean, he literally cheated on all of his exes. All of them. Every single one he's cheated. Every girlfriend he's had, he has cheated on them. And I know this because I was a friend of his. I was like one of the homies that he still wanted to fuck. I didn't want to fuck him. And that's another thing that made it like super awkward, like being around, because it's like, dang, I'm trying to, we friends here. We friends. Family even. You don't try to fuck your family. You don't try to fuck your friends. You know what I mean? So like, super awkward for me. Even though knowing that he cheated on all of his girlfriends, I saw like him and Thea together, and I was like, oh, that's like a really nice couple. Like, I really thought that she changed him. I remember telling him, I was like, damn, she's like really changed you. Like you're mad different now. Like, she was like really good for him. And I'm like, oh my god, he's like so much different. Like when he would be around his other girlfriends or whatever, I mean, you know, he'd still be playful or whatever, but it was like he was just like super immature. He was still slightly immature, but still, he was super immature around all his other girlfriends. Around Thea, aka Dr. Girlfriend, super mature. And I'm like, damn, this nigga like mad, like, oh my god, like she done changed this nigga. Like, wow. Really good, Thea, really good. No, this nigga was faking it. This nigga was faking it. He was fucking cheating on her the entire time. So yeah, like, I mean, and then his whole, like, him getting his channel struck because of some child endangerment shit. I'm surprised that is the only thing. All the stuff that he says and does and has done, I'm not gonna get super into it, but I'm just saying, this ain't your first rodeo with children. When I met him, I was 16. And I was with my sister at the time. I was hanging out with her. And she was like, yo, I know this guy. And I don't know how old she was at the time. Maybe she was like, cause she's a couple years older than me. So she had to be like 18, maybe 19. But I think she was 18. She had just graduated. Either way, she was young too. We're underage for certain things, right? She's an adult, but she's still underage for drinking and shit like that, right? Hanging out with her, and she's like, you want to drink? And I'm like, yeah. You know, because I'm 16, I know, shouldn't have been drinking, but fuck it. I was like, how are we gonna get the alcohol though? Because, you know, she's only 18, so how the fuck are you gonna get alcohol? She's like, I have somebody. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm thinking maybe it's like one of her brothers or something. She's like, I know this guy. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So she calls up Maurice, and this is my first time meeting him. And so we meet him in a parking lot, but then her cousin comes with us. Her cousin was 14. He comes over to the car or whatever. She gave him the money, and he's like, you know, I really shouldn't be doing this. Like, I remember him, like, because he liked her, and he really wanted to fuck her. So he was like all flirty with her and stuff, and I was just like, oh, okay. He's like, I really shouldn't be doing this, you know what I'm saying? You guys are like super young, but I'll do it for you. And so he asks like how old we all are, and I'm like, well, I'm 16. And her cousin's like, why? She was like the youngest one, like she was 14. And so he was like, well, how old are you? And she was like, I'm 14. And he's like, oh my god, oh no. And he's like, I shouldn't do this. But then he goes and gets the alcohol anyway. He does it, and then he's like, I got a place where you guys can drink. So he gets us the alcohol, and we follow him back to his apartment or whatever. Or no, we take him to the apartment because he didn't have a car. Even then, he was like, even though we were not, one of us was 18, and he wanted to fuck that one. that one, and he wanted to fuck her, but like still like in a playful way, if that makes sense, where it's like it's playful but not like, I don't know how to describe it. Like he was kind of like, I guess I could just say inappropriate, right? That would be like the word. So it was just inappropriate, some of the comments and the way he was talking to us. And I was just like, you don't really think too much of it as like a younger person. You're just like, ew, nigga, you old. Like that's it. Like you, like especially, you know, back then, like you weren't like, oh my god, why are you trying to talk, like why are you talking to me that way? Like you're like older than me. Like it was more just like inappropriate for a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old. But he still does go after younger girls, even if they are 18. And like virgins, like if they're a virgin, oh my god, I gotta have that one. Like it's just weird behavior. It's just weird. It's like it's legal, but it's like right there with the legal. You know what I mean? Like it's questionable behavior. I mean, when I say like he's not a good person, I mean as a friend, as a boyfriend, as just a person in general, like a human, you know. And then like if he does do something that's nice, he doesn't do it just out of the kindness of his heart. He does it to like basically have you owe him something. Maybe 4 years from now or some shit. But he's gonna be like, hey, remember when I did that thing? Or, you know, I gotta record it. Like you don't have to record every nice thing you do. You can just do it. I never really said anything or did anything. I just didn't want to start anything between us. And when I say us, I mean me and Maurice, because like I said, I've known him the longest and we've been friends the longest, you know what I mean? It's 14 years. So I was just really like dang, I don't want to lose my friend. Like even though like you know, it's like I said before, friendships are like relationships. So it's like when you've been in a like really long relationship with someone and then you like, damn, this is really not working out, but like you just stay, you know what I mean? And you get comfortable and then you're just like, well, what am I gonna do? Like where am I gonna find another friend, you know? That's what I was feeling. I was just like, dang, this has been my friend for so long. Even if you've been friends for years, like sometimes it's just not worth it to be in that friendship. We would like not talk for like maybe a year and then we start talking again, or 6 months we wouldn't talk and then we start talking again, but not like we were fighting. It would just be like just not texting each other and not calling each other, not hanging out or anything like that. And I felt like because of those breaks I was able to be friends longer, if that makes sense, because you're not around them so much. So it's like you got some time away, then you come back and it's like all fresh again, like, you know what I mean? So it was kind of like that. But when I was there, I noticed, I was like, he's changed. It's a little different, you know what I mean? But I was like, maybe, I don't know, maybe he's just going through something or whatever. And then we stopped talking for a bit. When second time he moves again to that big ass house that I'm not even sure if it was his or not, because pretty sure he was renting it. That's when I noticed. I was like, damn, you have changed a lot. And it was almost like he just felt like because he had all these subscribers and he was making this money or whatever, that he could treat his friends whichever way he wanted, and we're not gonna say anything because he's the one that's got all the stuff. Like, you know what I mean? I had made a video before, I just didn't say anybody's names, and then I deleted it. And then I thought about actually doing like a real video like this. And I was super nervous to do it because, you know, there's my little channel right here, and then his fucking channel with all his subscribers. And if they come over here, I won't have a channel no more, you know what I'm saying? So like, hey, maybe they won't see it, you know what I'm saying? He will definitely see this video. I just need to make this video for myself personally, as like, I guess closure. I mean, the nigga's not a good person. Y'all gonna still follow him and support him or whatever, but like, that's fine. But, you know, just know, like, don't give your money to this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can watch the ads and shit like that, but like, actually going to like pay for some shit that is probably gonna be the same shit that's on the channel already. But anyways, yeah, so I just need to make this video for closure and stuff like that. And I also wanted to show my support for Thea, because I really did think that she was really, I think she was really good for him. Like, she was good for him, but also better than him. So like, yeah, I'm glad they broke up. Like, after I found out everything, like while they were together, and like I said, I saw them and then I was like, oh, she's really changed him, and it was like a good relationship. I was like, oh, but then like after finding out everything, I was like, nah, nigga, she's way too good for you. Also for Skitten, I freaking love you too, man. I love you too, and you did nothing wrong. You protected your friend like I would have done for my best friend. Fucking best friends sticking to motherfucking together is some shit that nigga don't know nothing about, which is why he ain't got no goddamn friends. And Josh, I support you as well. So, oh, and I love you too. Yeah, brother. Oh, my booty hurt. Lord jeez, I've been sitting on the floor all day. Ah.